Hello everyone. We will see what is functional coverage from this session. Functional coverage is nothing but it is a measure of which design features have been exercised by the tests. What we have to do is we have to start with the design specification and create our own verification plan with the detailed tests of what is to be tested and how it is to be tested. Then we will get the functional coverage data, and from that we need to analyze how much functional coverage has been done. If it is not done, we have to introduce the random different seeds of the random stimulus to improve the functional coverage or to improve the coverage data, and also we have to use the many cover points and cover groups to improve the functional coverage. These cover points and cover groups we will be studying under this chapter. Already we have seen what is coverage convergence. This is a diagram of coverage convergence where we start with the constrained random tests and we run the many simulations with the different states. Then we see the functional coverage. If it is not as per our requirement, and we need to identify the holes, and then we need to make the minimal code modifications, again add the constraint, and again through the constraint random test we run many simulations with the different seeds, and this entire procedure is repeated until we achieve the functional coverage. And most of our time is spent into the outer loop to achieve the functional coverage requirement. Only for the minimum cases or minimum requirements we go for the directed test case, and then we achieve the final functional coverage. So this entire diagram is for the coverage convergence. Now what is gathering the coverage data? See, this starts with any design starts with the design specifications. So for associate design and verification, as we have discussed, there are two teams. One is the design team and another one is the verification team. And these design specifications are given to both the teams. So design specification to verification plan and design specification to design. So then we have the test, then we coverage database is generated. Then we have to check whether it has passed or not passed. If no, we need to debug the design. If yes, we need to do the coverage analysis. If it is completed, then it is complete. Or normally at the end of the functional coverage, we get the coverage nearly equal to 100%. So when we get that, then our functional coverage has been completed and we can do the further processing. Now what are the coverage types? Coverage is a generic term for measuring progress to complete design verification. See, what is coverage? Coverage is a generic term for measuring progress to complete design verification. It is basically for the design verification. Coverage in the sense we need to cover, or we need to find out how much coverage has been completed for a particular design. So functional coverage 100% indicates that all the functionality of the design has been covered. The coverage tools gather the information during a simulation and then post-process it to produce the coverage report. This report can be used to look for coverage holes and then modify existing tests or create new ones to fill the holes. This iterative process continues until we are satisfied with the coverage level. So that it is an iterative process actually that has to continue until we are satisfied with the coverage level. Now what is code coverage? This code coverage consists of line coverage, path coverage, toggle coverage and FSM coverage. What is line coverage? Here we are measuring how many lines of the code have been executed. Path coverage is nothing but it is through which paths the code and the expressions have been executed. Toggle coverage is which single bit variables have had the values 0 or 1, and FSM coverages which states and transitions in a state machine have been visited. See, for this particular coverage, we don't have to write any extra HDL code. The tool only gives all the details. The tool instruments the design automatically by analyzing the source code and adding the hidden code to gather the statistics. See, this is an example of the D flip-flop. What we have in this example, it is module D flip-flop, output logic Q, Q underscore 1 and input logic clock D reset 1. See, always at pause is a clock or neckage of reset begin, and these are the assignment statements end and end module. See, what is the problem here in the code coverage is when the code coverage tools executes, either if it checks for passage of the clock also, then it gives it as the code coverage is completed. See here, this reset logic might not have been executed, but only because since it is a or here, either passage of the clock or the neckage of the reset. So only if this is executed, the code coverage gives the information that the code or the all the lines are completed. The reset logic might be accidentally left out. A code coverage tool would report that every line had been exercised, yet the model was not implemented correctly. So because if there is any problem into the reset, then the model will not be implemented properly. So that is, therefore we say it is incomplete D flip-flop model missing a path. Have you followed it? So if passage of the clock is also executed or exercised, and if this is not exercised, the code coverage gives that all the lines have been covered. But actually this will have not been exercised or executed because there is a or functionality or keyword here. So either this has to be done or this has to be done. So code coverage gives that all lines have been executed. So therefore this we say it as it is an incomplete D flip-flop model missing a path. Now what is functional coverage? The goal of a verification is to ensure that a design behaves correctly in its real environment. The design specification details how the device should operate, while the verification plan lists how that functionality is to be simulated, verified and measured. See here, the design specification details how the device should operate, while the verification plan lists how that functionality is to be simulated, verified and measured. So whatever functionality is for which it is designed for, the verification plan should list that how it has to be simulated, how it has to be verified and how it has to be measured. When we gather measurements on what functions were covered, we are performing design coverage. See, in the example of the D flip-flop which we have seen in the previous slide, verification plan for a D flip-flop would mention not only its data storage but also how it resets to a known state. Until the test check both these design features, we will not have the 100% functional coverage. See, in the previous example, for the functional coverage tool, these both passage of the clock and neckage of the reset both are to be verified. So if both are verified, then only the functional coverage gives it as the 100% functional coverage is achieved. So till both are not executed or not verified, the functional coverage will not be is equal to 100%. We will not have the 100% functional coverage. But whereas for the code coverage, either this is executed or this is executed. Say, let us say this is executed, then also the code coverage gives the report that every line has been exercised. But whereas for the functional coverage, that is not the case. So every specification or every bit of the design features are to be verified, then only it gives the coverage as the 100% functional coverage. Consider what happens if the block of a code is missing from the design. Code coverage cannot catch this mistake, but functional coverage can catch this mistake. If the block code itself is missing, code coverage cannot catch the mistake because the code coverage tells that all the lines have been covered. But whereas the functional coverage can catch that mistake. That is the advantage or the benefit of the functional coverage. Now let us come to the bug rate. What is this bug rate? An indirect way to measure the coverage is to look at the rate at which fresh bugs are found. Let us see this graph where we have along y-axis bugs per week and along x-axis we have the time. So initially the bugs rate is high, and as the design comes to the tape out, the bug rate is almost nil. With the addition of the new DOT code or the new verification engineer entering or the integration, the bug rate may increase. But at the end or near the tape out, we have the bug rate almost is equal to nil. Now what is assertion coverage? So we have studied what is assertion. Basically, assertion is simply a check against the specification or the property of the design. Now these assertions are also to be covered, that is known as the assertion coverage. Assertions are the pieces of the declarative code that check the relationship between the design signals either once or over a period of time. These can be simulated along with the design and the test bench or proven by formal tools. These are coded with the cover property statement. So what is this cover property statement we will be studying in this chapter. And also we can measure how often these assertions are triggered during a test by using the assertion coverage. A cover property observes sequences of signals while a cover group samples data values and transactions during the simulation. What are the functional coverage strategies? It is necessary to anticipate what are the key design features, corner cases, and also possible failure modes. So all these are very important. These are to be anticipated. What are the design features, corner cases, as well as possible failure modes. This is how verification plan is written. Verification plan has to cover all these parameters like design features, corner cases, as well as the possible failure modes. So those are to be anticipated before only. Don't think in terms of the data values only. Instead, think about what information is encoded in the design. That is very important. What information is encoded in the design is very important. The plan should spell out the significant design states. So what are the functional coverage strategies? These includes gather the information, not the data, only measure what you are going to use, and as well as measuring the completeness. See, this is a coverage comparison where we have this side functional coverage and this side code coverage. Initially at the start of the project, both functional coverage and the code coverage are very low. See, at the end of the project, here, this is the end of the project. Here at this block, in this block, both the functional coverage and the code coverage are high. So good code coverage we get here, and then we need to check the bug rate. See here what we want. Need more functional coverage point including corner cases, and in this block we have to check is the design complete, perhaps try formal tools. But whereas here we get the good coverage where both the functional coverage and the code coverage are at high rate, and we need to check the bug rate. So this is about the introduction of the functional coverage. That's all.